Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Dylan Hoytich. I'll be your host tonight, and I want to welcome you all to Media Arts Night. This is our media studio where we write, film, edit, and produce Panther Talk. This is our center for editing and graphic design. This is our filming studio where the words and plans come to life. Now that you've had an overview of the studio, sit back, relax, grab some snacks as we kick off Media Arts Night, taking on new horizons.
What's going on, Panthers? I'm Austin.
And I'm Wyatt.
And this is
Sports.
Tune in to me and Wyatt Smith.
Sports anchor first place, Panther Talk.
I'm Dylan Hoytich reporting with your Panther Talk.
Media Center isn't the only big change in the school.
Oh, this is a big deal for us. We're so excited to have this opportunity.
Information technology field, manufacturing, and robotics.
Signing off is your favorite Hawaiian shirt wearing anchors, Nate and Thatcher.
Aloha. And Miss Morton taught me that's goodbye in French.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Leon.
And this is your Panther Talk.
One of the most important sides of the show is the anchoring. I mean, they bring life to the show and are responsible for presenting the news in a unique way. Let's take a quick look at what the anchors have created over the past year.
Hey Panthers, this week on Panther Talk, we'll take an inside look at Brookwood's new library.
We will see the return of Miss Elliott and her new baby.
And we watch as some of our teachers reveal some of their hidden talents. I'm Hayden.
I'm Savannah. And this is your Panther Talk.
This year's homecoming may have come with uncomfortable masks, globs of hand sanitizer, and social distancing, but it also brought with it a breath of fresh air for Brookwood students craving normalcy.
All the new changes regarding weather, sports, and especially COVID.
Yeah, I've heard they come out with a third vaccine.
That's correct. Let's go to Nate Meek to learn the latest details about the vaccines.
Brookwood still has a couple new faces that we haven't heard from this year. This faculty member is quick with the ice pack and bandages. We have a new nurse, Kayla.
A new nurse?
Yes, a new nurse. She is also known as the COVID patrol officer here at Brookwood. Let's head over to Gary for more on the story.
Hey Panthers, this week on Panther Talk, we'll take a closer look at things you need to know before taking the ACT.
We'll highlight the importance of Black History Month.
We'll introduce one of Brookwood's newest teachers.
And much, much more that you're not going to want to miss. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Coda. And this is your Panther Talk.
Oh, hey Kayla, did you hear about the new nutrition club in Brookwood?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited about it. I can just see me going to get an energy tea after a long day at practice.
Well, I'm excited about their shakes. Have you seen their pictures of their samples on their Facebook page?
Yes, they all look so good. I cannot wait to try it.
If you are interested in dance, majorette, or color guard, come join Spring Guard. Starting February 2nd through March 11th, every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5, there will be practices held at Brookwood High School.
Who are these people, and why do they keep showing up in my classes? I'm kind of worried.
Are you dumb? Okay, no. Those are just student interns.
Hey Kayla, what are you doing for spring break?
Hopefully I can go to Six Flags. What about you?
Going to work, getting my bag.
Fun.
On February 12th, our very own mass media class attended the Alabama Scholastic Press Association's annual media competition for the third time.
Not only does the Media Center have a new look and new books in-house, but there is also a host of new resources available online. To check out the latest selection, visit the tcss.net homepage, log into your student account, click the app launcher at the top of the page, then scroll down and click on the Clever app.
So it just flows, because they'll see us right now. Do you want to do it or you want to keep it?
Yeah, I've heard they come out with a new...
Good job. Good job.
Green egg.
So now that you've seen some insight on what anchoring is all about, let's take a deeper dive and meet one of our Panther Talk's newest anchors. How has your experience changed over the course of mass media?
Well, in the very beginning, I didn't do too much, but as I started getting more involved, I started doing more things as the year went through, and then eventually I got up to where I anchored, and I did a lot more with packages like editing and voiceovers and filming, but now it's amazing. I love it.
How is your newfound spotlight giving you a different view over the program and your overall enjoyment?
Well, the new spotlight that I've been given, such as anchoring and doing voiceovers for big packages, it's really given me new opportunities to do more things, and I've kind of broken out of my shell a little more than I have been. Now that I have been in here longer, I've been getting on camera more, and I'm really enjoying it.
What do you hope for your next years in mass media? Would you hope to go more and more screen time or keep working behind the scenes?
I like editing, it's fun, but I like doing a lot of the camera work, and really I just rather do a little bit more of both. I think the Team Cheese package is really my favorite package because I was really involved with that, and I had a lot of camera work done, and I had a lot of good shots, and it was a really fun time doing it.
And now that you see anchoring from a perspective of one of our newest anchors, let's get a perspective of one of our longtime producers and get a view of his experience over the years. Leon, you've been in mass media since day one. How has your role and experience changed over the years?
First off, I would like to say that this program has came from working on 2 iPads and 2 computers, from now working on 6 computers and like 6 iPads, and watching it grow is an amazing sight to see. Because when I first started working in mass media, I started on the countdown, so that was the only thing that I was working on until probably my sophomore year when I took the class for my 2nd year. And I worked on my first package, which was a very rough cut, and then I did my first commercial right after. So that was an amazing thing to do.
Walk me through some of the trials you go through while working solo on all of your packages.
It's probably cutting down on time, other than when I'm reporting, and like it's kind of hard to like do the script like sometimes, but like after I get the flow of it, I click back and get into action of it. It gives me an opportunity to look at what I can do and what I can create by myself, and the motivation and passion that I have for this, I can really see myself going into the workforce of doing this job, and I really love it. So,
what are you going to miss most about Panther Talk after graduation?
the thing I'm gonna miss most is probably competitions and a very well instructed mentor that I had, Miss Day. So I want to thank Miss Day, and this is kind of like a family towards me. That's what I'm gonna miss most from this program.
So do you have a favorite package from over the years, and if so, which one?
I actually have 2. First, I would like to say Miss Elliott's package, because it was a very heartfelt package of her and her family, and family is a big thing for me, so I wanted to just make sure that that was the whole concept of that video.
Now we'll see more of Leon in a bit, but for now, let's take a look at the producer that many call the MVP of Panther Talk. So Kayla, many would name you MVP of Panther Talk 2020. Why do you think that is?
I think people call me the MVP of Panther Talk because I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff too. Like I'm anchoring, I'm editing all the time. I write scripts, I do reporting. I pretty much try to do whatever needs to get done, and I try to help as many people out as I can.
How has Panther Talk impacted your high school experience?
Panther Talk has definitely impacted my high school experience a lot, because without it, I definitely would not have been as open to opportunities as I am. Like this year, I went and spoke to the Brookwood Municipal Court, and we promoted for Panther Talk, and I definitely would not be able to walk in front of all those people and talk. And I've definitely made a lot more friends, like different varieties of friends from a bunch of different friend groups. It's taught me a lot. So being in this class has definitely broadened me as a person, and has definitely let me learn different perspectives from people.
Through the years, you made plenty of memories with the Panther Talk family. What are some of your favorites?
My favorite memories are definitely going to ASPA and all of our competitions, and really just being in the studio with them. Even if I'm in a bad mood, people in this class always know how to crack me up and get me in a better mood. They definitely make this class really enjoyable, and I love every second of it.
So once you graduate, what's going to be the biggest thing you miss about Panther Talk?
The biggest thing I'm going to miss is the people in the class, and definitely, this may sound weird, but the rush that Panther Talk gives me, because being producer, I'm always doing something. So that not being there I feel like may feel empty, but I'll definitely fill it with something else. And I'm going to miss making the shows and anchoring and being on camera, but hopefully I can take a class in college.
Are you proud of what you've been able to accomplish in your time at Panther Talk, and what are you proudest of?
I'm definitely proud of what I've accomplished here, because I feel like I've become much more easier to talk to, and I have a lot more people skills than I think I do, and also I've won awards for doing it. I've learned to edit. I've definitely learned a lot of things I can think can help me in the future. I think I'm proudest of being in the position I am today. I'm proudest that I've got myself to producer, because not a lot of people know what I do, but it does take a lot of hard work, and I'm proud that I've got myself here today.
Now that you met some of the main faces of the show, let's check out someone who's a jack of all trades when it comes to behind the scenes production.
My role on the show, currently I'm doing intros, but I've done sports anchor, and I've edited some packages. I love it. It's really fun to be in this class. I love hanging around the other people.
So you're a jack of all trades when it comes to the production of the show. So my question is, which one do you prefer? Intros, packages, or anchoring?
My favorite part was anchoring. Anchoring was really fun. The only times I've anchored was with Wyatt, and we did a lot of improv with each other, and it just made it really fun.
What do you hope for next year in mass media? Would you prefer to keep working on the creative side of it and continue making intros? Would you like to take a more on-camera presence?
I would like to take the creative side of things mostly, but at the same time, trying to do on-camera things at the same time, trying to do a little bit of both and help out both ways.
So real quick, walk me through the process of making an intro so the viewers get a better understanding of how you do it.
Well, the first thing is music. You definitely need music to start out. You need a good vibe, good beat. Second thing, you need to find great clips. The clip needs to match the beat. If it doesn't match the beat, it is not going to look good. Next thing is the ending. That's the final thing in this process. The ending is really important. You need to show off either the anchors or show off a part of the school to show that we are Brookwood.
And out of all the stuff you worked on, what is your favorite project, whether it's an intro or something else?
Definitely the Veterans Day package. It was fun to especially interview Cody, and it was fun to walk around, talk to different people, move the camera, and just editing at the end. Really fun to edit.
For most of the 2020 school year, Brookwood High School has been limited to very few school events due to the COVID-19 strike. However, one event we were allowed to have was the annual Veterans Day program. The Veterans Day program took place in the courtyard this year. While not all the students were allowed to come outside and watch the event up close this year, they could still watch through their classroom windows or on Facebook Live as it was being streamed. During this year's Veterans Day program, they tried something new and arranged a flag retirement ceremony. A flag retirement ceremony is an emotional event where two color guards fold the flag and one of the color guards takes the flag away as they retire it for good. We caught up with some of the Brookwood singers for some interviews. Let's see what they had to say.
This event to me, it meant a lot. It's, you know, senior year, a lot of stuff isn't really going to be able to go as planned. So for this being the first major event that Brookwood's being able to do, and it's for someone other than Brookwood, it's for the veterans that have put their lives in the line to protect us as a country, it's moving. It means a lot.
Emotionally, for me as a colored person, it meant a lot to me for the people who also died for me, ancestor-wise, anybody who put their life on the line for me to be free as an American. Makes me happy for me to stand up here and sing or to be a part of a program like this.
Although the program was different this year, I think the event was a success. I'm Jackson Colson reporting for Panther Talk. Back to you guys in the studio.
So the package you just watched actually won first place at state competition for Best Feature Story. And although not official, many say our sports panel is #1. Let's take a look at some of their sports highlights from this year and actually meet some of the faces of your Panther sports.
I'm Watt. And I'm Austin.
I'm Watt. And this is Caleb.
I'm Watt.
I'm Jackson.
I'm Gary Donaldson. And I'm RJS. And this is your Panther Sports. Our soccer team only had one game last week, playing at home against Northridge on Friday, March 26th. Austin Moore had 14 saves through the game, and Keegan Murphy had 1 goal. Keegan Murphy would score the 2 goals for the Panthers as they would end in a tie, 2-2.
Our Brookwood softball team headed to Curry High School to compete in the Smith Lake Classic. They also played at Holy Spirit, but that was no competition as they crushed them, winning 16-5.
The varsity baseball team would head down to Gulf Shores to compete in the Gulf Shores Classic. However, they would get a win against the Ethel Tigers out of Mississippi, 9-0. The baseball team also started area play with a home game against Bryant.
And unfortunately, I am towards the bottom of the bracket poll right now.
We live champions and we breed champions, so
this is the most excited I think I've ever been.
On November 17th, basketball hosted ACA at home starting at 4:30. Pulled through with a 49-40 win with Caleb Davis with 14 points and Carson Beam with 10 points being their lead scorer.
However, in the last seconds, Otis Sims scored to put the Panthers up by 3 to win the game, 35-32. With many players hitting clutch shots, the game came down to the last 7 seconds. Gehrig made both of his shots to lead Holt.
On November 7th, Dalton Cochran and TJ Cox yet again headed out to fish another tournament. The two pulled in an impressive 3.33 pound big fish to give them a total of 12.14 pounds.
On August 22nd, your Lady Panthers traveled to Central High School to play in a 16-team Falcon Frenzy tournament. Overall, your Panthers ended the regular season with a 17-6 record and the JV with a 6-8 record.
On October 2nd, Brookwood held its annual homecoming and played McAdoo. Last week's game, due to the weather, got moved to Thursday night as the Panthers played Bryant.
Coming into the second quarter, the Panthers fought back and scored 16 points in the quarter to go into the half 19-6.
The wrestling team will head to Mountain Brook High School on February 18th through 20th for the state championship matches. Marky Griffin, Kay Guyton, Cody Martin, and Spencer Cooper will all be competing.
It was hard at first, but once I toured all the colleges,
it was really good. It was fast.
I was pretty confident. We got a good coaching staff.
2 Final Four teams still in it.
I really looking to go into the playoffs and see how far I can go.
Have a chance to go to the Bassmaster Classic. It's pretty unbelievable that you have a chance to get to do that.
I'm Wyatt.
I'm Austin.
I'm Gary.
I'm RJ, and this is your Panther panel.
So sports is one of the most important sides of the show. Does that make your job more exciting or more stressful?
Well, I think I'd definitely say more exciting. I mean, it's like living in the action, you know. When you film, you're in the action. You're with them, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can agree.
You can agree? Hey, what about RJ right there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say it's more exciting, especially because I play sports. So I enjoy just going to the games and watching and then getting to talk about it later on.
What do you hope for the future of the sports section? Do you have any ideas for future reporting and anchoring?
I'd say more of a just go free and kind of just not stay to a script.
Do like a live talk show, maybe get some live interviews, some live reporting, because let me tell you, when you're on that court and you got a microphone and you're like interviewing the guy next to you, man, it's the best feeling in the world.
We want to go in depth with the athletes. We don't just want to interview them sometimes and not be able to interview everybody. We want to get the full aspect for players.
So on Panther Talk, we do a wide variety of sports coverage, local and national. Which side of sports is your favorite to report, and do you have a favorite sport to report?
Local sports gotta be the best, because I mean you with these people every day.
I gotta say basketball, just because I know that sport and I'm so used to playing it, so I know how to like talk about it, I know how to tell people what's going on in the scores. But every other sport like baseball, football, you get used to it once you keep going.
So what all goes into what you guys do and when it comes to sports anchoring? Run me through some of the struggles and all the positives.
I think when it comes to sports and editing, filming, and interviewing, I think it's very like underappreciated. I think sometimes people don't understand. You got to have long nights of filming, long nights of editing, a lot of writing down your scripts, writing down what you're going to say to everybody.
One main struggle is having to find like different clips for different sports. Having to find different videos for basketball, different videos for baseball, because it's usually just the same thing. That's one of the more difficult things for me.
So Wyatt, you got to be one of the most interesting sports anchors that we have. So what would you say your flair is? Like, what separates you from the rest of the sportscast?
Oh, I think what separates me is, well, one, you got to have a little different attitude about things. First off, when you show up, you want to show out. When you dress, you want to dress nice. You know what I'm saying? You're going for the looks, the camera, the fame. But basically, I think it's just all about being different. Elevating your voice a little higher than everybody else's. Just kind of doing something that stands out.
RJ, you're a senior, meaning this is your last run at Panther Talk. How has sports anchoring, just reporting for the show in general, changed your high school experience?
Sports anchoring has changed my experience because normally I really only go to like 1 or 2 games a year, but since I was sports anchoring, I basically went to every single sport, and it really just helps you to appreciate like what goes on behind the scenes, especially since you're involved behind the scenes.
So Austin, you've worked on both sides of anchoring. So which one is your favorite and why is that?
I really like sports anchoring more. It was just more to talk about, more I was familiar with. It was easier to talk about. Having my anchor over here, Wyatt, just carried it on really well, and I just clicked with it better, I guess.
Gary, reporting and even on-camera presence doesn't come naturally to everyone, but for you it seems like a natural gift. Is there something that makes it easier for you, or is it just something that you picked up and rolled with?
It's just something that I've always been used to. I'm not really shy when it comes to being on camera. I just keep my personality the same, and especially when it comes to sports, it just all comes natural to me.
So sports isn't the only thing that comes natural to Gehrig. Reporting has also been a breeze for this newcomer. So let's take a look at one of his few award-winning packages.
Hello everybody, I'm Gary Donaldson with Panther Talk News, reporting here at the Brookwood Town Park for the Military Quarantine Relief Project. The residents of Brookwood have been sending in different toiletry items, soaps, and blankets for our active serving military who are in quarantine during this period. This project came together a few weeks ago whenever Brookwood graduate Dave Thomas contacted a member of the Brookwood community in hopes of receiving small toiletries and necessities to get through the cold season. This includes soaps, toothpaste, deodorant, blankets, and many more important but hard to get items and supplies. Finding that there was a need for these things all the way from Korea sparked a large movement for the whole town, and many members of the Brookwood community came willing and ready to participate.
The progress has been wonderful. Everybody started immediately making donations, cash-wise, buying off of Amazon, bringing stuff by my house, and then of course we set up today as a drop-off, and people are starting to roll in and bringing the items that they have.
It seems no matter the situation, the town of Brookwood finds ways to come together and help others who are in need to stay comfortable and safe, even far from home.
There's been many opportunities that makes me proud to be the mayor and to serve this community, and it's always based on our citizens. Our citizens always turn out, they support each other, whether it be relief for the quarantine for our military, or it's a volunteer softball, baseball coach, or looking to our neighbors to see their needs and making sure that our neighbors are taken care of.
I just want to say how proud I am of Brookwood. The community has just been so wonderful. Everybody comes together. That's what I like about Brookwood.
Projects like this contribute to the reasons why Brookwood is known as more of a family than a town.
Brookwood has always been a community that looks for those opportunities and are committed to each other, and that's what makes Brookwood a great town.
It's just been a wonderful community project, and everybody's just really come together as Brookwood always does.
It's very evident that though some of the towns are nothing more than a small community, Brookwood is more of a family that loves, cares, and serves others willingly. Reporting for Panther Talk News, I'm Gary Donaldson, back to you in the studio.
Now, I've done a lot of talking about other people, so I'd like to toot my own horn for a minute. I mean, over my 2 years in mass media, I've made some pretty great packages, if I do say so myself. And one of these packages I actually won first place in this year at ASPA. So let's take a quick look back at that right now. Hey, what's going on, Panthers? I'm Dylan Hoytich, reporting from Brookwood's very own CTE Center, where West Alabama Works is about to grant our CTE Center with over $300,000 to help upgrade and expand our facility.
This was a grant that was written for developing or refurbishing, reconditioning old facilities and turning them into career technical education facilities.
This money is going to help expand the way we teach our students and the amount of students we're able to teach.
That actually is going to help grow and build this community and also this school. We've seen over 819 students come through here since it's been open, and so we're excited to see how many people are going to be trained through this center alone.
They hope that with the money, the classes are able to open more learning experiences and hands-on activities.
We were able to expand our health science offering where we had one teacher at the high school. Now we have two, which multiplies, at least doubles where the number of students we're able to serve, and it also enables us to bring youngsters from Holt High School. They didn't have the opportunity for health science.
West Alabama Works says they see the donation as more of an investment rather than an actual donation, because they see Brookwood students benefiting from this in more ways than just getting some extra tech to play around with. They see it as a better way to prepare students for the job force.
Well, you know, a lot of people say donation, we're saying investment. We're really investing in the training and the workforce of tomorrow.
The youngsters who come through this modern manufacturing program can come to them and go to work immediately with the skills that they've learned in high school, making really good money with great benefits.
I'm Dylan Hoytich reporting with your Panther Talk. Back to you guys in the studio. Speaking of branching out, Panther Talk has started experimenting with new types of video with all the new upgrades in graphic design and animation. This has created new opportunities for students to express their creativity in a whole new way. Let's check out some of these creative videos and even a new animation.
And then last but not least, my favorite package would be the Black History Month package, because I got together a group of diverse students together to put out a message to inspire and promote a positive way of celebrating Black History Month and what it means and how it started. So it was very, very, very inspiring.
Black History Month started in the second week of February in 1926. At first it was called African American Week, where it stayed stagnant.
and it was only for 1 week until the celebration expanded to a month in 1976.
When President Gerald Ford urged Americans to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Over time, in many cultures, the month-long celebration offers an opportunity to reimagine what possibilities lie ahead.
Apart from this, Black History Month isn't just a month to celebrate, it's a movement. It's something that should be celebrated year-round. Black History Month is an opportunity to understand Black histories going beyond stories of racism and slavery to spotlight Black achievements, such as
activists, foot soldiers, writers, artists, Olympians, and also American leaders.
In addition to that, Black culture has influenced a lot of things in the past, present, and future, such as music, dance, art, literature, and everyday fashion. It has influenced so many things.
And here in the Brookwood community, these are the faces that are helping represent Black History Month, the Panther Way.
That's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
Hello everybody, my name is Alyssa and I'm one of your graphic designers behind the show. Whenever you usually see a lower third or announcement slide, that is made by me and my friend Michael. Over the past 2 years, we have received access to one of the most well-known creative design softwares, Adobe. Matter of fact, the model you see here is based on Character Animator, which is one of Adobe's many softwares. This software is one of the many that we are still testing and learning, and we are excited to be able to incorporate these characters into our future shows and projects. The Media Arts Department is always growing and changing, and I hope you'll continue to follow us on our journey.
Now that you've met a few of our cast members, let's take a quick intermission before meeting the rest. For those of you joining us at home, refill your snacks and take a quick restroom break and meet us back here. And for those joining us in person, we have something special in place for you. Follow Kayla as she takes you on an in-person tour of our new studio space and talk about one of our biggest projects that's in the making. Welcome back everyone, hope you had a good break, and I hope you're ready for part 2 of our showcase. Let's kick off part 2 with what we call our dynamic duos, the teams who combine forces to make the show what it is.
As newbies, you guys have made some pretty great packages alongside each other. Do you think it'd be the same if you were working solo, or do you think it's teamwork that carries these packages?
Well, I think teamwork really does carry the package because Christian, he's just overall a good person. I mean, he's hardworking, diligent, and just really motivated towards what we do here in Panther Talk.
I feel the same way about Dylan. I feel like he's motivated to help me out in packages. I think teamwork is very key to these packages. I think we would do much worse solo.
What first intrigued you guys to join mass media?
Well, I was trying to learn how to edit videos, learn how video softwares work, learn how to record and do all kinds of stuff because I wanted to be a creator for video productions at some point in the future.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, except my buddy Jackson Colson was in mass media, and I was like, I mean, I might as well give it a try. The whole topic seems pretty interesting, and it was overall just something I wanted to try out.
What do you hope for your future in this program? Are you hoping to stay as the dynamic duo for next year, or maybe try branching off into your own paths?
I'm hoping we can stay together as a team. I think we would do much, much better as we both improve. Maybe we can one day go solo, but I would prefer to stay as a team.
Well, in my opinion, I would love to stay as a duo. I had a pretty good experience this year so far as well.
What do you guys think about Brookwood amping up its media arts program?
I think Brookwood, growing its media arts program is a really good thing because at the start, you've obviously got the foundation and you keep building off of that. And it's so many more opportunities open up for students, and it's overall a good thing to expand.
It opens the door for many more opportunities for creative videos, video projects, all kinds of stuff. And I think it would get more people involved in it, more people interested in the topic. Overall, I think it's a good thing.
You guys do a lot of the background work behind the scenes. Walk me through some of the stuff you do.
Well, I usually do announcement slides for the show. I have to sketch out the idea of the theme that they want, and based off what the theme is, start doing the background part, doing the front.
Does your role in the show affect your enjoyment of the class?
It does increase my enjoyment of the class because I feel like I'm putting more effort into something and actually participating in something that I like and also helping people out as much as I can.
So what's it kind of like working as a duo rather than, something like working an individual on such a unique side of the show?
When we do work together, we do work good because we have a good chemistry. But overall, I enjoy working with Michael.
And I really like working with her because it's easier to work with her. It's good communication.
So obviously Michael is a senior. So Alyssa, what do you hope for yourself next year in mass media?
I would love to take over graphics. I know Michael probably could still help me a little bit. I might randomly message you, hey, give me ideas. This is a theme. Give me something, like give me a sketch or anything just to work off of.
Quick question for both of you. If you had to choose one of your favorite projects you've worked on this year or just in any year of mass media, which one would it be?
My favorite projects was the Halloween and the Christmas. The backgrounds doing those and also helping people to show in the packages. I find that like the best ones I've done and I really like how it turned out.
So I think my best two. The Christmas intro, because I end up hearing really good feedback from it. I was like, oh, well that means I can branch out. I have more of a courage to be able to step out into some more things besides graphics. And then probably my favorite thing, the Panther Way graphic, because it was such a big thing for me to hear that Miss Hubbard had requested. I was like, okay, this will be big for me as far as graphics go because it was literally requested by the assistant principal.
As the school year draws to a close, this means saying goodbye to longtime members and opening new chapters with fresh characters. Let's take a look at the program from the eyes of a newcomer and through the eyes of a longtime veteran getting ready to start a new chapter.
What first intrigued you about mass media and made you inclined to sign up?
Actually, it was last year in theater class. We came in here because Miss Sellers wasn't here for a day, and I thought the room looked nice, so I signed up for the class.
Okay. You have a very vibrant personality. How do you think that makes you fit into the class?
Well, it really is just it's a mix. It's a bit of an extrovert, it's a bit of an introvert's class, so I think, I enjoy the technical stuff in it, but when it comes down to it, I really just like putting some of my own personal flair in the scripts, a little bit of the editing, I just like to leave my my brand on what I work on in this class, and this is the best way to see it.
What are your hopes for these upcoming years in Panther Talk?
Like I said, I just want to leave my mark on the class, and I think that there's a lot that I could do to make it more stylized.
Do you have a favorite project you've worked on? If so, which one?
That's a good question. I would definitely say that my sense of humor was on display when we did the ACT package. But I really enjoyed doing the vaccine package because that added a lot of my own personal artistic take into a package. I really enjoy the class. It's one of my favorites. I'm planning on returning, and I'm glad that I've gotten to do it this year.
How has Panther Talk impacted your high school experience?
It's definitely helped me become more open with everybody. I used to be this shy little person, and ever since I joined Panther Talk, I was able to express myself more than what I thought I could.
Through the years, you made plenty of memories with the Panther Talk family. What are some of your favorite?
My all-time favorite will always be the SIPA trip we took last year to South Carolina. It was so much fun. There was a lot of events happening. You had a dance-off, you had an ice cream celebration. It was so fun. Traveling with the people that went with us was so fun.
What are you going to miss most about Panther Talk once you graduate?
Definitely the people in the crew. I love how we all get to get close, we all get to mess around with each other, have fun behind the scenes, laugh, just become more closer. We get to express ourselves no matter what. It's just really fun and all.
Are you proud of what you've been able to accomplish in your time at Panther Talk, and what are you proudest of?
I really am proud of what all has been accomplished. I love how far we've gotten through the years. I love how the packages have grown in graphics and editing. The package I'm most proud of myself is my band package that I've worked on. I just had a deep connection with it because I'm part of the band, I'm part of the color guard. And being my senior year, it was also really emotional to work with it, so I had the honor to make the band package. Despite the events that 2020 has brought, the Crimson Star Band has never been stopped. Since the end of July, our Crimson Star Band has worked hard for their performance to be one to remember. Panther Talk was able to catch up with our band director, Mr. Artavino, to get an inside look about how the season has been with all the new changes happening.
Well, we've had to make some major adjustments to be sure. The main thing was that on the field we weren't allowed to be within 6 feet of each other, and that can have problems when tuning the instruments, among other things, and balancing the band. I told our drill designer not to set them any closer to each other than 6 feet at the minimum. In other changes were that we couldn't travel this year for football games, so we had to just make do with what we could at home.
In order to help the season last a little bit longer, Mr. Artavino, along with the help from many others, hosted a Family and Friends Night on October 16th.
So Family and Friends Night was supposed to be a chance to not only fundraise a bit for the band, but also give the band students and the seniors a chance to have their moment of fame in the spotlight with an audience that truly cares about the band.
We even got to talk to some of the seniors about this night and what it meant to them.
And it was really a special moment for us because it allowed the seniors to get closure from the season, to just get something special one last time.
Our season it felt kind of incomplete, and we didn't get to do as much as we usually do. So having Family and Friends Night and that opportunity to play in front of the people that wouldn't have gotten to come to football games because, high risk and everything, it was really nice getting to see everyone and getting to play one last time. And it was a really good run. It was a good show.
Even the fans were enjoying the night, and some decided to dance along with the auxiliary. Following their performance, the 2020 leadership team and seniors were recognized, followed by a spin-off competition. Even parents got involved with it, and in the final round, it came down to a mother and daughter spinning for the win. Even though their season was cut short to only performing at home games and hosting a special family night, their performance was really a diamond in the rough. And for their seniors, it was definitely last time, best time.
Last time, best time.
All of this hard work doesn't come without its benefits. And lucky for us, some of these memories were caught on camera. So let's close on some of our favorite bloopers.
Went head to head to see who could last the longer. Let's head over to RJ to see what happened.
First day of school why is it so wordy? It's so wordy, dude.
I didn't like him to begin with. Javon Quinterly.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Go ahead. Let me do that again.
Yeah, can you close that door?
Yeah.
Your fat head's in the way, so I can't see when I'm supposed to go.
I should have changed the stupid lock. I should have made you leave the key.
She's on the phone, right?
Okay, that's tough. Sorry, mistake.
I'm Leon and I'm Kayla, and this is your.
Yo, that was cash.
I know, but you're right. I can't see right now, so my boss is over.
And we're here live at Brookwood High School where it's sprinkling. We have. Did you just say Georgewood? We have Cole as a comedy. We'll be right back on Brookwood.
Although this year we've sorry.
Guys, if anybody's watching this at home and you're at the bloopers right now and you're watching this right now, please go hit us up, bro. Jackson, again, right here in this corner, bro. Me, right here in this corner. Please go hit us up, bro. We need some friends. To cap it all, Dylan said bye, but I know everybody wants to see me.
Your hands are freezing.
Everybody wants to see me, guys. I'll see you later. If you want to see my YouTube, it's right here in this corner. My Instagram's right here in this corner. Snapchat's right over here. And for me and Austin, this was your Panthers voice.
Cash money, baby.
Put that in the show.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed our Media Arts Night, and I hope you guys continue to be a part of our journey as we continue to grow and evolve. And again, I've been your host, Dylan Hoydich, and this has been your Media Arts Night. See you next time.